So when I went and opened the doors, we see everything, all the machinery. Oh, they have machines like a basement full of machines. They don't work. I used to work in there.
Right.
And I know the machines, how they work and everything. And from there, so I asked my wife, and I start crying. Because at that point, I don't know what to do.
Change is inevitable. Like every success happens because you change something and it was a fear that was within you.
Motivation only lasts for a short amount of time, but discipline is what carries you forward.
I can't do this on my own, period.
Are you looking at your business in terms of emotion, or are you looking at your business in terms of what's practical?
I still believe that America is the best country in the world. Where can kid of immigrants with no education become a physician?
This is Small Business Celebration, where we're celebrating small businesses for big breakthroughs.
Welcome to another fantastic episode here on Small Business Celebration. We're going to be talking about if you move your business, how do you figure out what your new customers or new to you customers really want? And also we're going to talk about how do you grow your business without Google reviews or social media. And to guide us through that is Francisco Flores, the owner of Rosedale Boots and Shoe Repair. Welcome to Small Business Celebration.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the invitation.
For Visioneers who don't know who are you and what is it that you do?
My name is Francisco Flores, and I'm a shoemaker and a shoe repairman.
You started off in Mexico making women's shoes.
With family tradition, my brothers, my older brothers, they still make boots and shoes. They were teaching me how to start working so I can get my own money.
Yeah?
You know, do my own things. So I'm happy and I thank them for showing me how to make shoes.
When you moved to the United States, did you move straight to Bakersfield or did you start off someplace first?
When I came to the United States, my sister brought me in, helped me to come into the United States. He take me to work as a busboy.
Yeah?
I used to work in a factory, they call it Northwest Boots. The owner of the company, he passed away from a heart attack. It's a guy here from Bakersfield who bought the factory in a partnership with a person from Paso Robles.
Okay.
They buy the factory, so they brought us over here. They rent an apartment from us, give us a job, give us some money so we can start in here. But we came in a really bad time.
Yeah.
Because you can see nothing outside. It's all foggy, cold, and everything. So I said, I don't know if I want to stay in Bakersfield or I want to go back to Los Angeles.
Right.
But we just get used to the weather here in Bakersfield.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially the heat.
Yeah, I love the heat, because I love all the weather. So. People sometimes cannot be happy with the hot weather or with the cold weather.
Right.
But I'm standard.
Sure, right.
I'm standard.
You started working in Valley Plaza, one of the big malls here in Bakersfield. Why did you start working there?
You know why? Because I used to, like I say, the guy who brought us into Bakersfield,
Yeah.
he pays a little bit of money.
Ah.
But when I went to the Valley Plaza Mall and I walk around and see the shoe repair shop, they call it Heel Quick,
Right.
I asked the person who was in there, you need somebody who wants to work? He told me, do you know shoe repair? And I say, yeah, I don't speak really good English, but I got in my mind that I had to learn how to speak English, and I know how to make boots. And he told me, do you want to try and repair this pair of heels and show me what you can do?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? So I say yes.
At what point did you buy your first business, or at what point did you start your first business?
That's when the opportunity, Mr. Robert Margiano,
Yeah.
he was the owner of the Hill Quick. It's in a franchise.
Okay.
So he offered me if you want to do my own business, and he can help me. And I asked, I say, yes, but I don't know, how to manage the money, suppliers, and, everything I need to do in this place. They say, don't worry, I'll help you. I'm gonna give you the opportunity so you can do your own business. So I'm gonna send you a package list where the payments you had to do has to be 85 payments
Okay.
once a month for $2,500 a month.
Wow.
And then when you finish, I can send you all the paperwork that the business is yours. So say, okay, but how am I gonna manage my money? Oh,
Right.
because that's the first time I'm gonna own a business. You say, don't worry, just get your cash register, get all your money there, put it in the bank, get the money you need to support you
Right.
and your family, pay your bills, pay your food, pay your suppliers and everything, and then the money left over, just save it. Don't waste it, because that's the only way you're gonna make money. So that's what I did.
How long did you have that business?
Hilqui, I owned it for about around 10 years.
Was that business in Valley Plaza or was that business someplace else?
Right now, I sold it to my compadre. His name is Juvenal Moreno. So when I buy the factory, because I own Hillquick, and Trustee 7, Chapter 7, he went and asked me, Francisco, I know you're interested, and I know you used to work in Moonwalker Boots. That
Right.
used to be the old name of the business that I bought.
Okay.
And they say, who tell you that I want to buy it? You know, well, I know that you're interested in buying this factory. So he asked me, do you interested? They go, sure, yes, I wanted to. Say, okay, so how much you gonna sell it to me? Another person who can tell you how much is gonna be sell it. So
Right.
go to the federal building, put a bid in the factory, and then we can go from there. What you can offer. So I have $5,000 cash money saved.
Right.
I can give you that, and if you sell me the business in 2 years payments, I can pay the rest of it with a 2% interest if it's possible.
Wow.
I like your idea, so go put your bid into the federal building, and we go from there.
And there you owned your business.
Yes, sir. So I went to put my bid in the federal building, and 2 weeks later, Mr. Robert Parker, the Charter 7 from the trust, he went to my business and asked me, Francisco, that is the key from your business. That's yours.
Nice.
Yeah, so say, okay. So I got nervous,
Yeah.
really nervous, because, I don't know what to do with the business,
Right.
being a big business. So when I went and opened the doors, we see everything, all the machinery. Oh, they have machines, like a basement full of machines. They don't work. I used to work in there.
Right.
And I know the machines, how they work and everything. And from there, so I asked my wife, and I start crying. Because at that point, I don't know what to do. What am I going to do with all this?
Right.
How am I going to start building up my business? So we put a big sale, because they have a whole bunch of boots in there. So we put a sale in there, and selling for $50, $60, $70. Yeah. So we made money from there, and then that's when I start getting, okay, this is gonna give us some money, and we're gonna start a good business. So that's when I get the decision, start working hard, put on my heart into my business, and with the help of my family, my wife, because in that time I don't have no kids.
Yeah, sure.
And at that point, some other person, Gonzalo Lamas, he asked me, Francisco, do you want to work for me? I got a warehouse that I sells boots, sell wallets, belts, sells everything, Western. So if you want to help me with your boots, I'll be happy to work with you. Say, okay. So we go from there. And he went to his house. And 2 weeks later, he came back with a whole box. And I say, what is this? Right here you have 200 pieces of alligators. So I want you to make the boots for me. I'm going to supply you with my skins. Just give me a price and say I can afford. So you can make me the boots for me. Say, okay, so we start from there. That time I need some money to buy the leather, heels, soles, and all my suppliers, so I can make the boots for this person. So they said I have a little bit of money saved. So went to Los Angeles, buy my suppliers, and start making the boots for this person. So that's the one who helped me to build up my business, because I used to make from 80 pairs a week.
And if you're finding yourself getting a lot of shoes and boots repaired here from Francisco and need more closet space, perhaps what you need is a new home. Might I suggest you talk to Mike Saba, a Zillow Premier Agent with Watson Realty, born and raised and never left Bakersfield. Give Mike Saba a call at 661-203-8406 or reach him at mikesaba1@icloud.com today. Mike Saba is also the sponsor of our first Visioneer question. And if you've got a question, you've got a thought, something you'd like to learn about here on Small Business Celebration, reach out to us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and your question could appear here on Small Business Celebration, just like Mina, who asked, we're moving our store and we know our customers are going to be different. How do you figure out what your new customers are going to need so that you can adapt?
Well, I figure when I been working with Hispanic people,
Yeah.
they don't want to spend any money in repairing their shoes.
Okay, all right.
You know, I was in that community, and they don't want to spend money. I know American people, they fix their shoes. However, you know, they're already trash, but they want them fixed. I got a big experience with other person, lady, that she bought a pair of sandals, and she told me, "Can you fix my sandals?" I say, "Oh, honey, you know, might as well buy a new pair of sandals. I don't want to buy a new pair of sandals. You're a shoe repair, and I want you to fix my shoes.
Right.
I don't care how much you're gonna charge me. But
Wow.
I want my sandals fixed. But these sandals only cost like $12. I'm gonna charge you a little bit more than the price of the shoes to have it fixed for you. I don't care.
Right.
You fix it for me, so I know you can do it, so fix it." I say, okay, so I got the sandals, and I fixed it for her. That was a person really happy when she saw the sandals already fixed.
Right.
And she gave me a big tip.
But you also do other things that you learned that your customers needed. For example, with law enforcement. What do you do for law enforcement officers?
Law enforcement officers, I do a lot of the soling because they do a lot of walking. And the main thing is shoe shine.
Okay.
They want the shoes be shine so you can see your face and
Right.
their boots. So that's my main thing, you know, from the CHP, police officers, and COs. That's the most of the people, they want the boots shine.
How long does it take to repair a pair of shoes?
All depends on what they need to be repaired.
Okay.
Ladies' high heels only take me like 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
But I don't like to tell my customers 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Because sometimes they ask me, well, you're making too much money only 3 minutes.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is the times that I visited you, you're constantly busy. So you can't tell a customer 2 or 3 minutes because you're dealing with a lot of other customers too.
Correct. Because, you know, I got like from 2 days behind in all my repairs. I like to tell them, customers, the easy stuff, 20, 30 minutes.
Right.
Pair of shine, an hour.
Right.
Full soles and heels, the next day.
Okay.
But if it is something simple, maybe an hour, 2 hours the latest.
Right.
Punch a hole in a bell, it's right away.
Right away.
Yeah, no charging that.
And that brings us to the Visioneer Game. And Visioneers, if you're not familiar with the way the game works, I have a random word generator here on my phone, and I have no idea what words it's going to generate are. But more importantly, neither does our guest. And our guest has to take one of 3 words at a time that I give him and somehow associate that word with his business. And Visioneers, you too can also play the Visioneer Game. Simply take any one of the 3 words that Francisco gets here and put it in the comments with how it associates with your business. And make sure you also include the name of your business in your comment. And this Visioneer Game is brought to you by Scaffold Solutions Unlimited. Are you having to get to hard-to-reach areas for repairs, painting, stucco, remodeling, or any place you need to keep your employees safe? Reach out to Scaffold Solutions Unlimited. Their experienced team provides top-level scaffolding solutions for all of your construction needs. Get safe, efficient, and cost-effective scaffolding today. Call them for a free quote at 661-374-4234 or see their work at scaffold-unlimited.com today. Get the reliable scaffolding services you need. Call Scaffolding Solutions Unlimited today at 661-374-4234 or at their website at scaffold-unlimited.com today. Now, Francisco, you do realize that the fate of the entire shoe repair industry is based on your ability to get these 3 words correct. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Your first word is attract.
I can attract my customers when they ask me if I can do something for them. I can do it. And that's the way I can attract all my customers when they say Francisco can do it.
Excellent! Congratulations! You got the first word right. Well done! Well done! Okay, are you ready for our second word?
Yes.
Offer.
Offer to my customers and liability to do what they need.
Right! Very good! That's 2 for 2! Well done, you! And our third word. Are you ready?
Yes.
Passion.
Love my work. I love my work and I can dedicate all my time of my life fixing and making the things that I love. Making boots, repairing shoes. That's my passion.
Well done, you! 3 for 3! Congratulations! Well done, you! Well, and you've had this passion for how long?
I almost 60 years, so I started working when I was 13 years old, so 45 years.
Okay, all right. And you talked earlier about getting that job at Valley Plaza in the repair store.
Yes.
You were telling me before about something that happened that made a big change for you in that store. What happened?
When I worked at Mr. Kevin, that was my manager.
Yeah.
I worked together in the Valley Plaza Mall and the Hill Quick
Yeah.
to repair. They offered him first the business. And my boss asked me, Francisco, do you see any changes? Because I see a little bit of difference in my sales. So I was scared to tell him because I see a little things that my manager was doing wrong. Because some people pay us with the cash money, he put it on the side. And I don't know what he do with the money at that time.
Right.
All the checks and everything, he bring it in, and credit cards and everything. But a little bit of the cash, that was maybe like a little place that he was hiding it.
Wow.
So, and I was scared to tell him my boss. And he asked me, you know, this business can be yours. If you wanted to buy it, I sell it to you. And if you can solve this little problem, I can sell you the business. So I say, you know, that's when I started thinking, when I went home and I say, did I tell my boss what's happening?
Yeah.
And I asked myself, yeah, you can tell him. And I see, you know, Mr. Kevin is putting a little bit of the money on the side. I don't know if he's put it in his pocket or I don't know what he's doing with the money. So, but that's what happened. 2 weeks later, my Kevin, he was telling me, you know what? I'm gonna go to another shoe repair. I'm quitting.
Right.
I said, are you sure? They go, why are you quitting? They say, because I got a better offer over there. They're gonna pay me more money. You know, oh, okay. So, okay. So say, okay. So, okay, I'm gonna stay by myself because in the mall you have to be open from 10 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I asked myself, Francisco, is any way you can work that many hours every day, 7 days a week?
Wow.
The only day we close a little bit earlier is on Sundays. We are open from 11 to 6. So I start working by myself, all those hours.
Right.
So that's when I talked to Mr. Margiano, and he sell me the business, send me all the paperwork and everything. And I start from there.
Do you think he sold you the business because he could trust you?
He put all the trust in me.
Yeah.
That I can do it. Because when I was honest with him, he told me the business is gonna be yours. And if you take care of those business, you're gonna be a big person. You're gonna make money. So that's when I say, okay, I take the business.
And that brings us to our second Visioneer question, which is also brought to you by Mike Saba, a Zillow Premier agent with Watson Realty, selling Bakersfield homes since 1992. Give Mike Saba a call at 661-203-8406 or reach him at mikesaba1@icloud.com today. Visioneer Miguel asks, we hate social media and Google reviews. What do you do to market and grow your business?
Word of my customers,
Yeah.
they tell them my talent. Because I think I'm a talent, making boots and making shoes.
Well, you just look around your store and yeah,
Yes.
you can see it.
My phone numbers, my email,
Yeah.
and I got a friends that they put some kind of commercials on TikTok,
Right?
and people see it and they call me because he put my name in it and my phone number.
Oh, so you had a customer that reviewed you on TikTok, and that's how you got out.
Sometimes, because I got a lot of customers, they do that. And they put it, and that's when people see a little bit of my business and they come to me.
So even though you don't like social media, you're getting business because other people are on social media talking about your business.
Yes. I don't like
Sounds
it.
kind of familiar, doesn't it?
Yes, I'm not into social media because I get addicted. What I like to do is focus on my business and my work, and then if I got a little bit of time, I can probably watch it.
Do you have a customer that was really surprised by how well you do your work?
My friend, they have a upholstery shop. Her name is Melanie, and she asked me if I want to make a pair of boots for her that nobody has. And that's with American flag and the top.
Wow.
Yeah, all the stars, the lines, and the color she wants them.
Right?
So when she see the boot, she start crying because she's very, very patriotic.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned you came to the United States from Mexico,
Correct.
and you came because of the American dream.
Correct.
Is the life you have today what you envisioned when you were younger in Mexico?
No.
How so?
Because down in Mexico, we were poor. We just can't handle a little bit of the, of the life in Mexico. But when I came to the United States, I put something in my head and on my mind that I can do better. And now I am. I have my business.
But what you've been able to achieve here, and what you've been able to do for your family and your kids, you didn't have this opportunity in Mexico.
Never. Never. The opportunity comes here in the United States because people, I think, they trust in me. And I ask myself, I can do it, so I am here.
What do you say to the business owner who's struggling, who's having a hard time? How do you make them feel better?
Tell them that you can do it. Because if you put in your mind you can handle it, that's wrong. So you have to tell them, be successful, do the things right, and just like me, that's why I'm here. Have my own business. And, Honesty and be on top of the business, because waking up early, be honest with your customers, finish when you promises, and that bring your business up. That's the thing.
And if Visioneers want to get in touch with you, how do they do that? Okay.
My phone number is 661-831-3771. That's my business. And my email address is rosedaleboot@gmail.com. And with asking my customers how is my work, and they follow me.
And after a quick message from Planned Exits, we're going to have a final thought talking about the trouble that will come your way if you don't do this one thing.
Thank you, Michael. Small businesses are the heartbeat of America. There are over 33 million in the United States alone. Sadly, 80 to 90% of those businesses will never sell. And the biggest reason for that is because they've never planned for an exit. Do you have an exit plan? You should visit plannedexits.com and learn more.
Trouble will come your way if you don't do this. Early on in Small Business Celebration, we were an audio-only podcast. We hadn't made the bridge to YouTube yet, and one of my early guests was the owner of the Marcom Group, Dave Plivlich. And I knew from past life and past family experiences that the sweetest sound in any language is one's name. And Plivlich is Croatian, and at that point, I didn't have a lot of experience with Croatian names, with all those LITVCHQRZX and all that stuff. It was just a jumble, and I was having a rough time. And I knew getting his name was important, and so I practiced, and I practiced, and I practiced, and I show up to the interview only to find out I had practiced wrong. Yes, I had the man's name practiced wrong. And apparently I wasn't the first person to have a problem with Dave's last name, because he was very gracious and he was very patient, and he helped me. Plivlich. Okay, and I kept going Pavilic, blah, blah, blah. And I knew sooner or later I was going to have to go and make a go of it. So I pushed record on the recorder, and I did my intro, and I said, and our guest this week is Dave Plivlich, the owner of the Marcom Group. And if there had been a camera in the room, you would have seen Dave Plivlich go, yes, he got it right. And the rest of the conversation went like glass. We had a great time. We talked about all kinds of great things, and it's a friendship we still have today, all because the trouble will come your way if you don't get a person's name right. I hope you enjoyed our conversation this week here on Small Business Celebration, and I hope you learned something that you can use today to grow a strong and profitable business. And we'll see you here again next week and celebrate another small business making a big breakthrough. So first, the dad jokes. Are you ready for the dad jokes?
Yes.
Okay. Why did the cobbler or the shoemaker become an actor?
I don't know.
Because he wanted to put his soul into all his work.
That's a good one.
What kind of shoes do plumbers like?
What kind of I don't know.
Clogs. See, they're horrible. They're bad dad jokes. Shall we start the interview?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.